This is Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon.
Simon wanted to do something to support the American Cancer Society. A distinguished event, such as gala, just isn't his thing.
I don't like to dress up.
He missed his local Relay for Life event because of his cousin's wedding.
It's sad to miss it, but had a great time.
He didn't want to wait until his next Making Strides event. He had a great idea. What about doing a 5K? What's a 5K? I'm so glad that you asked.
5K is a long-distance road running or walking event over a distance of 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles. It can be done anywhere and doesn't require a track. It can be timed or just for fun. Many 5K events have themes like a glow run, a color run, or costumes.
Simon is a runner himself and wanted to plan a 5K event for his community. Simon learned so many lessons along the way on what to do and what not to do. Let's follow Simon as he and his friends share their lessons learned after planning their first 5K event. Let me introduce you to his friends. There is Betty. She manages registration and the event budget. Rick handles event logistics and the race course, and Lisa works with sponsorship and underwriting. Let's review the lessons that they've learned.
Lesson number 1, don't do it alone. Gather a few other friends to help and start your planning. Many events break out the duties amongst a few people. Someone to focus on registration, the course itself, finding volunteers to help on the course on the day of, and promotion. If everyone takes a small piece, then the work will go so much faster. Lesson number 2, build your plan. For the best results, be sure to allow enough time to plan a great event, typically 6 months or so ahead of your race day, to allow for planning and promotion to runners and walkers. Then decide what type of event you want. Do you want it timed or just a fun run? Do you have a theme? What do you want to call your 5K? Do you want your course paved or on a trail? Is this course on a road or in a park? Is the course a loop course or out and back? Decide your 5K location and day. Make sure it is a location that is suitable for your theme, has electric, and ample parking. Then from there, work backwards to determine your public deadlines. For example, when is your registration deadline? Will you do an early bird deadline? Keep adding to this planning timeline, working backwards from your event day.
Hi, I'm Betty. As you've already learned, I handle registration and manage the event budget. I'm going to fill you in on Lesson 3, build your budget. How much do you think it will cost to put your race on? Think about things like t-shirts, awards, event insurance, city permits, race bibs, porta potties, security or police on the 5K course, signage, promotion, or timing chips if you want a timed event. All of these things add up. Then, think about how many of those things you can get donated, or companies that you can partner with to sponsor your event to help set off the costs, or underwrite your expenses. Also, think about your registration fees for your event. Set a goal for how many runners or walkers you want at the event. If you don't think you can have a positive return on your investment, either lower your expenses, increase your registration goal, or rethink if this is the right fundraiser for you at this time. Now I'd like to turn you over to Lisa. She handles our sponsorship and underwriting.
Hello there. Okay, Lesson 4. Build sponsors and partners in the community. We listed everything we needed to have sponsored to ensure a successful event. Then we put together a sponsorship package to take to our employers and other local businesses to see if they would sponsor us. This package told those businesses exactly what they would get in return. We found partners that sponsored our porta potties and donated water. We found other companies who were willing to give us cash that we could use for event logistics and awards. Other companies even offered volunteers to staff registration and to promote our event to their customers. It's all about being flexible and finding the best way to partner with the right sponsor so it's a win-win for everyone. We approached a local graphic designer to design our race logo in exchange for their logo to be put on our race t-shirts.
Hey there, I'm Rick. As you heard, I handle logistics in the race course. I'm going to share with you Lesson 5, start implementing your logistics plan. Logistics for a walk are so important. First, we did research with our location and our city to identify any permits or special requirements they had. We had to apply for an event permit and secure insurance for the event, which luckily we had sponsored by a local insurance agency. Then, we created our race map and worked with our local police to make the event as safe as possible. Since a road crossing occurred during the event, we asked for police assistance on event day. We also secured directional signs and water stations, so our runners and walkers knew where to go and stayed well hydrated. Finally, we developed a contingency plan for inclement weather and secured on-site first aid.
Lesson 6. Start promoting your event. Promotion is so important because we could build the best event, but if no one was there, we wouldn't be successful. We used all methods we knew how. Social media and word of mouth made it easier than ever. We also partnered with local running and walking clubs to offer group discounts for registration in bulk and discounts if people referred others who registered. We set up a race registration website through the American Cancer Society's Raise Your Way platform. It was super simple, and we were able to tie that to a Facebook event page and an event-specific Instagram account to reach even more people. Finally, we worked with our local newspaper to do a feature on what we were doing and why we were doing it. We felt like rock stars and got a ton of registrations because of it.
Lesson 7. Prepare for your event day. In preparation for our crowd, we wanted to make sure the event day went off without a hitch. We ordered our materials, race bibs, t-shirts, and secured our donations for water and bananas prior to the race, and donuts and coffee for after the race. While many participants pre-registered, we wanted to keep our registration process at the event organized. We secured as many race day volunteers as possible to help with registration, crowd control, and assistance on the course. The week before the event, we assembled registration packets with t-shirts, race bibs, products, and coupons donated by our sponsors, and special shoelaces for those who referred the most people to our event. We also shared information about where to park for the event, start times, and other last-minute details. We hosted a social the week of the event at a local running store. Participants could pick up their packets and any last-minute supplies they needed for event day.
Lesson 8. Event Day. It was a beautiful day. We arrived early to set up tents and registration areas. We also checked the course and set up water tables to give instructions to volunteers. We had the DJ blaring great music when people arrived, all in costume. We did a group warm-up, and then we were sure to thank all the sponsors. Then they were off. It was such a fun way to do good for the American Cancer Society.
Lesson 9. After your event. Once the event day was over, we met for lunch to discuss what went well and what we want to change for next time. We sent thank you letters to all the sponsors and those who donated products with pictures of the event and the final total for how much we raised. We have a big list of lessons that we learned from our event, and we put them into a guidebook for you that you can download for your reference.
Overall, it was an amazing learning experience and such a fun way to bring different kind of event to our community. Everyone came together and we could raise money for an amazing cause.
The American Cancer Society's mission is to save lives, celebrate lives, and lead the fight for a world without cancer. Thank you for considering raising money to fund the mission of the American Cancer Society.
You can do your own event just like this one. Be sure to check out relayforlife.org/raiseyourway for resources and more ideas for fundraising events that work for you and your lifestyle. You can also find additional resources at relayforlife.org/5K. Thank you for viewing this video, and good luck with your fundraising efforts.